Hey everyone, and welcome back. Today we're diving headfirst into something that's, well, let's face it, a little crucial these days, especially for anyone who, has ever Googled themselves, which is probably all of us, right?
Pretty much.
We're talking about personal branding, that digital footprint we leave behind, and today we're getting down to the nitty-gritty with day 2 of this awesome material we've got, all about auditing your online presence.
It's like spring cleaning, but for your digital self.
Exactly. Out with the old, in with the new, making sure we're putting our best, most authentic selves out there.
Absolutely. And this guy doesn't mess around. It jumps right in.
It really does. First up, and this one caught my eye, Googling yourself in incognito mode. Is that really necessary?
Oh, it's crucial.
Really?
Yeah, because think about it. When you search for yourself normally, your results are tailored to you.
Right.
It knows what you like, what you've clicked on. Incognito mode, though, it's like a fresh start. You see what a stranger sees.
Like a potential employer, maybe?
Exactly. Or a client, or someone you want to collaborate with. You want to make sure the image they're getting is the one you want to project.
Makes total sense. So no more skipping that step.
Definitely not.
All right, next on the list, reviewing social media. Okay, this one feels a little daunting, to be honest. Where do you even start?
It can feel overwhelming, for sure.
Yeah.
But here's the key. Don't get bogged down in the minutia of every single post. Think big picture consistency.
Consistency, okay.
Does your LinkedIn profile match the vibe you have on Instagram, for instance?
Oh.
Are you using the same headshot across all platforms? Do your profiles tell a consistent story about who you are and what you're about?
Consistency is key.
Got it.
Okay, this next one always makes me a little nervous. Privacy settings. I'll be honest, I usually just click through those without really paying attention.
I think we're all guilty of that sometimes.
But I have a feeling you're going to tell me that's a mistake, right?
It's worth taking the time to understand what you're agreeing to. Think of it like this. Do you want potential employers stumbling upon photos from that costume party back in college?
Maybe not the first impression I want to make.
Exactly. Take control of your narrative. Use those privacy settings to decide what you want the world to see.
Okay, that's a really good point. Control the narrative.
Yeah.
I like that. All right, so this checklist also mentions medical forums and professional directories. Why are those so important in this whole personal branding thing?
Well, for anyone in the healthcare industry, doctors, nurses, technicians, researchers, you name it, these platforms are where you build credibility and trust within your field.
They are pretty niche.
Exactly. It's not just for likes and follows. It's about showcasing your expertise, connecting with peers, and even attracting potential referrals. Make sure your profiles are up to date and highlight what makes you stand out in your field.
So true. Okay, last but not least, the checklist suggests something I'm a big fan of. Spreadsheets. It says to create a spreadsheet to track all of these online platforms and updates.
Spreadsheets are a lifesaver. They keep you organized. You can track which platforms you've audited, what changes you've made, and when it's time to revisit and refresh. It makes the whole process so much less overwhelming.
It's all about having a system. So this has been incredibly insightful. I know I'm ready to roll up my sleeves and do a deep clean of my own online presence. Any final words of wisdom for our listeners before we sign off?
Just remember, your online presence is a reflection of you. Taking the time to audit and refine it can make a world of difference in how others perceive you and your brand. It's an investment worth making.
So well said. All right, everyone, time to grab your virtual dusters and get cleaning. We're cheering you on. Until next time, happy branding.